Look at that. Much respect. Is that Bones? Who is that? From Iowa. Whoa. That's what's up. Well, we're glad everybody's here. Could join us. We're celebrating the 25 years of the Lordz of Brooklyn, All in the Family record. I think Scotty Edge, Maria wants to know if you're going to perform. He might perform. We might. First of all, we got to drag him in here because he's playing Shy Guy. So, well, hello, Ronan from Ireland. We got Ireland in the house, no doubt. The Irish strength. Love to the Lordz of Brooklyn. There you go. Well, listen, we're celebrating 25 years of the Lordz of Brooklyn, the first record that came out on Ventrue American Records. Big shout to Amanda Demi. Big shout to Sake. Rest in peace to Ted Demi. Like, there's a lot of history. There's Remove. V-Boys are in the house. You know that. And there's a lot of history. It's a lot of years, and it's incredible that we get to share this with you, and it's time to reflect, and we've been sitting at home and really getting to know each other, and hopefully get to know you, because it's a lifelong body of work, making music and art and trying to be creative and trying to be positive through the hard times and the good times and the bad times. We've always had an outlet to be creative, to get us through those hard times and bad times. And hopefully there's not too many people out there that are having hard ones. I mean, for the people that are, our heart prayers go out to you. So 5 years of the Lordz of Brooklyn, and I get to do it with my right hand man right here, right? So yes, let's try to find Adam. Let's get Adam in on this.
I don't think he's here.
Is he live or what? Is Hendrix in here? All right. So anyway, we ain't gonna bore you too long. We're gonna play you some demos, and we're gonna play you some rare tapes, and there's a bad racket call.
Yeah, it's waiting.
Waiting. 25 years. It's a celebration. And here's my brother from his basement dungeon studio. The young
what up?
Adam always keeps it raw, right and raw. What's up, Adam?
What's going on? What y'all doing?
What up?
You hanging in there?
What up?
Yeah.
You gotta go a little lower, homie. You got my forehead.
Can't you place it?
Take this off.
So let's talk about making the first record. Hopefully Edge is in the house. Hopefully Paulie pops in. Over the course of these live Instagrams, we'll get the boys all on and have them join in. We busted our ass to we had dreams and to make music. Here, Scotty Edge is in the house. What's up, Scott?
Yo, Edge, what up, man?
So we started out as graffiti on the wall. You know how the old story goes. But when it was our turn to make music and try to represent for our part of town, we got some demos with the House of Pain. We basically was our life. It was our life. It was a way that we first learned how to find our calling and make a mark. It was a creative outlet for us to try to find a voice for kids. It was kids making art for kids. It was an art movement made by children for children, and same thing with hip hop, and same thing with MCing. So of course our first passion was graffiti. It meant a lot to us. So our first demos had a lot to do with graffiti, and if it was telling tales about the neighborhood or about growing up in Brooklyn, graffiti was always the way we, made ourselves known. So the first demos, Bomb the System, Videograph, shout out to Carl Weston and Henry Chalifant, played a big role in breaking our first graffiti song called Bomb the System. The position to where we came out with
What we got?
All in Family. Let's see what we got. What we got? Bomb the System. Yeah. We made this in a 4-track in the house, sampling up whatever records we had in front of us. I think we sampled up a little Come Together by the Beatles and a little Jim Morrison from the Doors. You'll hear it in the track. It was done on a 4-track, and then it was done. Yeah.
It all started when artistic planets and everybody was there. 1983, my name was known. I went on train, heads got blown. Blown in flights, sparks ignite. All over town, so I moved to the right. I'm still at the station for 5-0, 5-0. They're all six in the top. I move slow. I got a bag full of cans. I make the noise. But on the end of the station, got some push. Take a few steps into the surprise. What do I see?
Slide up.
Yeah, original. Red can acquire. I see the train. I want to pay the black man. This is
What's that?
Yes, sir. That's Lil Case. Yes.
West down the steps, do this. Yes, my voice left and north. My name on the train like a fast jet. Fixed and tips doing drift, black flow. They went letter after letter like tic-tac, don't roll. Up the dead way, move like hot. Rattle clothes on the bagels, they by aching and out. Underground, on the tracks, on the way to take off. I was raised on the rail of El Tokyo Bell. Got the unis hazed up, big the bag, the one. So my name is Lordz. I'm a shoot this honey.
So that was one of our first demos. That was Bomb the System. And like I said, back then there wasn't a lot of outlets to kind of get your song played, or especially if you were just beginning. And we were fortunate that through our marketing skills, writing, I mean, we always treated everything like graffiti writers. We were going to get up, we were going to go bomb, and then we were going to make our name known. So when it was time to make music, we still had that mindset to incorporate our grassroots marketing, right? And that's what this is. It's like the one thing graffiti taught us was, to get your name out there. And I'm telling you this now because Quinn's, 17 years old, and that's when I started MCing. I mean, we started writing graffiti when we were 9, 10 years old, and we had a run, but of course you're going to get yourself in trouble. And so at 17, we started like honing our skills with my brother in the bedroom, Troy. The fellas would come by, and our apartment didn't have a screen popper like you had here.
Mm-hmm.
We had a pantyhose.
And you put it over the mic?
Yeah. We put the pantyhose over the mic, and we started we first started on a 4-track, and 4 seconds at a time. People
What up, Mello?
Production value came up. So our second attempt towards a graffiti song was this one. This one's another rare demo. This one's called Way. This is 1990, 91. This one's called Dropping Bombs. Graves. Is Eddie coming back to Graves? And yeah, Eddie's coming. It's called Dropping Bombs.
Welcome. Bring the trade out for 16.
And we're always trying to put Style Wars in there somehow because that was kind of like, that was a super inspiration for us. Let's go. Yo, so here's one of the first T-shirt designs by SG, my man Mars from Staten Island, part of the crew. This was one of the first T-shirts, and we had a few T-shirts that we were going to take graffiti and put them on T-shirts to get the band name out there. And this one was the this was a concept that we created when we were in SVA, just hanging out, figuring out how am I going to market the band, and we marketed just like graffiti writers would market it. But instead of taking it to the street, we took it to T-shirts, and T-shirts became a billboard for the Lordz of Brooklyn. And that T-shirt said LOB on the front, and it said the turnstile hopper, fuck the copper.